Just a brief story of a repair of security lights slash floodlights that are on the back of the home. This is the lights that are on the northwest corner of the home, and the one on the northeast corner were just dangling from the roof, and with heavy wind it certainly moved readily about. As I took a look at it, I realized that it was well anchored by a copper wire that was part of the electrical wiring to the lights, and so it would be hard to really separate that copper wire that held it unless one was able to screw the holding screw away from the copper wire, and all of that was metal, so not easily broken. However, where the lights was anchored in the roof to the blue, as I said, holder, it was found that where the screws held the brackets, both areas had broken away from the blue device. And so the repair was to try to fix these blue areas back where they would be strong enough to support the lights, which carry a good weight. I would imagine somewhere between 3 and 4 pounds, as it was of those halogen looking floodlights, which a pair of them had significant weights. However, I got some Gorilla super glue that included plastic as one of the things that it would work on, and applied it per directions and let it cure for about 24 hours. As I had applied it and it was holding, I further secured the broken tabs with an electrical welder that I had recently purchased. That what it is it holds a fine wire that has different corrugations, and in the welder you just press the trigger and it heats it up, and it's easy to push that into the plastic, and so one can well imagine that if done properly it would have good holding power. Of course, the angle at which one had to introduce the wire into the plastic in the housing was very challenging. However, did the best we could, and so having then remounted the lights, it was quite pleasurable to see that it was holding. I gave it 24 hours curing time, and then applied some caulk to the areas of the roof where the light wasn't fully secured. Well, the lights are working, they're holding up, and so I have warned everyone that the fix is relatively delicate and not to be fudging with the lights to reorient their directions, because I suspect any undue force would readily snap those blue areas that hold the screw that keeps them up. I subsequently realized that if I had got some wire mesh, I could have used my welder and secured the wire mesh within the frame of the blue secure and holding device for the lights. But then that will be for another day's project, maybe for those lights on the northwest corner as they continue to separate, if and when they do. All right.